Don't do that. Nice. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So this, basically, as is alluded to the title of the stream, is basically the concept and the vibe.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
How's it going, man? Is basically the vibe I've been kind of going with where I've been headed from TWBB into my next work in progress pack. What's even better is that this is basically 112, or it is 112, but it's basically the version that I've been wanting for myself. So I can pretty much just try firsthand how these mods are going to play out and see how this goes. But this pack specifically is a little focused on certain mods that I wouldn't really consider adding, and they don't include mods that I would. So there is that. Myself an axe, myself a shovel. Plus it includes things like Spice of Life, which I personally wouldn't include. Just because I'm kind of tired of Spice of Life after playing with it with TWBB for so long. That I think, especially if you're going to add in nutrition like this, like, to me, before nutrition was a thing back in 1.7.10, I was trying to come up with Spice of Life rules that would categorize each food into their own groups based on their ore dictionaries. And then if you ate foods of the same group too much, it wouldn't give as much. So it tried to encourage a varied diet. Well, then someone went ahead and made nutrition, and the more things you have with a varied diet, instead of it giving you more hunger, you actually got other buffs. I think you got like health buffs and other stuff too. So I guess to kind of go over what I would be looking for in this is, so the very first thing to start off with is, ooh, we have a cherry tree, nice. I'm going to keep you, because you will give me food for a while. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm collecting some early game materials, collecting some fibers, collecting some sticks, some rocks. As you saw a little bit ago, I was making myself some tools. This met pack uses pyrotech as its main, like, early game low tech, and that's pretty much where I was trying to start off my pack with. I think I want to stay here. Where? Although this is saltwater, right? Yeah, that's saltwater. Let's not set up near saltwater, because we do have some easy difficulty mods down below. I know it's easy difficulty, but like simple difficulty. We have thirst and hunger, as well as a little bit of a temperature meter. So we'll have to keep that in mind, and if we have salt water, it will make us more thirsty. But luckily, we do have a bit of a river here, which should supply us with fresh water, so we don't have to go carrying around canteens or anything. But we got some animals near us. The reason why I'm breaking these ones is they're actually nettles, and they hurt when you walk into them like a cactus does. And I just don't need that in my life right now. Whereas with all these, I'm basically right-clicking to harvest the plant fibers off of them. Yeah, see? Fucking nettles. I hate these things. They're all over the damn place. All over. Ooh, nice. We have coal somewhere underneath us. I'm going to leave this here as a marker. But yeah, okay, so we have spring water. So if we are thirsty, we can just drink from the spring water. Which should be good. Okay, we should be able to get started now. At least getting some fibers and whatnot. So, quest book. There's a rule that you should always be able to ask yourself, in what would that make would that make sense in real life? Is basically the goal of what they're trying to go for here, right? So it's back to tons of world generation features. Some of them are absolutely custom, which is interesting. Ooh, this is yeah. So the river is the streams mod. It's a very cool mod, but they made it work with their own stuff to give it their specific spring water and whatnot. So some of the stuff is retextured. I think I want kiwi juice. Oh, I just get both. Oh, cool. Thank you. Then I'll get a forestry box, or forestry backpack, and then the guidebooks. So this should help at least put some stuff. And of course, none of the stuff that I have except for sticks works with that. Nice. Okay. And I'm going to guess that went into the backpack now. No? Okay, cool. I think we can go ahead and set up... I want to be near the river, for obvious reasons. Yeah, the water looks really nice. They retextured the water a little bit. I think some of the texture packs are also added in too. But the other thing that this pack does a little bit, and at first it's kind of annoying, but you get a little used to it, and in some ways is kind of nice, is you don't pick up things automatically. You either have to right-click the item, or if there's a bunch of items nearby, you just crouch. So that's why you'll see me just kind of bend over and pick up stuff along the way. Hello, chicken. Get these nettles out of here. Look at them. Look at all of them. Okay, so we should start clearing out some space for a little bit of a camp. Oh, feather. Cool, thank you. Okay, we do have berries. These aren't going to be that great for long because of the fact that Spice of Life is in this. And so it will eventually just, like, prevent us from eating any more berries, unfortunately. I think that's tin. Okay, so we've got copper and tin nearby. That's good. If I can get some... Or, not copper, I'm sorry, coal. If we can find some... Yeah, I think near the river would be very good. I'm thinking, like, just, like, right around here. So probably should clear out some space. I kind of want to keep some shade, so I'm thinking keeping this tree might be nice. I think this bamboo would be good for sticks. I think that's all this is used for, though. Did you go in the backpack? You went in the backpack along with the logs. Okay. Yeah, they're basically just sticks. That's fine. Although I do think they drop these bamboo shoots. Which can be eaten, so like I'm trying to think if I want to use that or not. Yeah, let's keep this one, just so we have like a nice little shaded area, and even then we'll just kind of get rid of some of this. And then we'll have like our work area down here. So yeah, so this will be our work area, which means that we need to get rid of this. So instead of having like normal tree felling, Dynamic Trees has this thing to where the whole tree just kind of falls over. And then you get everything over here. And one of the things that they did is they added this chopping block bit here. So now every time you chop down a tree, you do get a little bit of a chopping block, which I will need because I'll need to set the log and break it into planks. And then I believe I need to find flint. That's right. So for me to get a crafting table going, I need to find myself some flint. Which there was some gravel with the riverbed, so that's not too terribly of a big deal. But we will need to grab that. Because another mod that this pack focuses on that I've kind of grown out of and stopped really focusing on in my designs is Tinkers. I didn't want to throw that egg, but okay. Everyone still uses it a lot. I just kind of grew out of using it. Is it already getting nighttime already? Yeah. Super focusing for survival? Yes, it is. The four specs have different modes of auto pickup or lock, but I forget how that works. You mean I can't just start with making tools in 4 seconds, loading into a world out there? Exactly. And it's not just making the tools, like making chests and anything else, I need planks and a 3x3 grid. In order to make a 3x3 grid, I need the crafting table. In order to make the crafting table, I need 2 of the planks that I just made, a rock, and a broken piece of flint. Which I'll show you how to do in a bit. I saw some of these ones, the super hard mod paths. Yeah, people tend to use some of these mods in like super difficult pack. There's some flint. Nice. Okay, that didn't take too long. I'll grab some extra just so I have it. But so what I'll need to do with flint, and I believe, if I remember correctly, is if you put the flint on here like this, and take a hammer, which I do need to craft. And you go ahead and smack this with the hammer, you break the wood into chopped wood, right? But what you also get is this flint shard. And so the flint shard's the actual important bit, because the flint shard plus the rock and then 2 planks gives us the crafting tabletop. And then I take that, add the 2 legs, and I get the Tinker's crafting station. And so now I can make 3x3 stuff. So I'll just go ahead and pop that bad boy down. Let's get ourselves some more planks. The biggest thing that is very similar to what I'm going for is you'll notice the moon is very full, and thus we have a lot of light. I'm going to tell you guys right now, when it starts getting to be a new moon, it's going to get dark. It's going to get real dark. Because one of the things that they added in, I saw from the mod list, was dynamic darkness, I believe it's called, which is... That's the actual item. Okay, I thought it was the placed... Okay, there's a new tree coming. And it makes the light level of the outside based off of the moon. That doesn't mean, though, that at new moons that there will be monsters spawning, because I believe they disable advanced darkness. Yes, the hardcore darkness is generally what I put in, but I didn't like how at night normally, in like TWBB, that it was just pitch blackout, even if it was a full moon. I was like, this doesn't seem right. And so for my sequel pack, I've been kind of under the impression or under the design that, yeah, the moon should kind of decide how much light level there is. It may not have to be extreme, because global illumination and all that, but, you know, this is nice. And on top of that, mobs don't spawn during the at night. So like as long as we're able to just kind of sit here and chill, we're not going to get attacked. We're good. Yes, Melink. You might have missed what I mentioned, but this pack makes it so that you don't just auto pick up stuff. You actually have to like right click on it, or you have to crouch to just pick up stuff around you. So yeah, I'm basically bending over to pick up stuff. Okay, so we should focus on... Okay, we got rocks, plant fibers, some of those. Got our first tools, flint. I need to go collect some clay. This is kind of annoying because it needs me to pick this up. For whatever reason. Doesn't just know that I did that. And then firewood, which I should have enough for that. I do, okay. Flint and tinder. I love how the quests don't realize that I already did the thing, son of a bitch. Alright, let's go chop down some more trees, I guess. creepy sounds. Exactly. But good thing is, tree felling is super, super straightforward. And you get sticks. Ooh, acorn. I actually want to replant that. Because the acorn's going to be another one of these trees. I will definitely want to stop going in the backpack. Definitely want to plant another one. Like, it's nice to have the forestry backpack when you're going out on long lumberjacking expeditions, but, like, I don't know, it's kind of annoying that I have it automatically do that. You said there's a way to, like... Oh, there it is, locked. Oh, interesting. See, I don't work with forestry. That was the other mod, too, that I'm just like, I don't really ever care for forestry. Like, at all. It's never been one of those mods that I really care for. See, I think I was getting ahead of myself. I was getting ahead of myself, son of a bitch. Okay. Well, then... There's a lock mode and auto pickup mode. Okay, well, it was doing the auto pick... Oh, you mean like a vacuum, it'll automatically pick up things around me? That's nice. That must be the up arrow. Well, I'm going to need to make more flint at some point anyways, so fine. Getting ahead of myself. I will need to make myself a bed at some point. I believe I can do... Yeah, with straw. Yeah, I'm going to need to make a straw bed. Let's make sure I don't need to do this first, though. I am going to need more of that. Okay, let's go ahead and get some flint. It ought to put things that can go into it. Well, that's kind of what I had, right? It was doing that by default. It's nice because, yeah, like you said, it does it automatically. Okay, there's the first one. I'll need two. One to make the stupid crafting tabletop again. Oh, look at that. Like on cue. Which is fine, because I actually do need more flint. I do need more of these. Cool. No, not those. These. Alright, I only need to make the one top, because I can just pick up the table. But otherwise, I will need this and this. Throw this with the flint and some burnable tinder, and I get myself a flint and tinder. Yeah. Come on, stop doing the thing. Thank you. There we go. And I get... Okay, cool. I get a straw bed. Nice. Alright, we'll put you... Yeah, we'll put you right here. So yeah, so also, it doesn't just go straight through the night. It will kind of simulate, right? So the one thing I want to make sure that I remember is once it hits daytime, the bed is actually destroyed. It's intended to be a one-time use, but since it simulates through the night, it doesn't actually break it until the morning. So I want to actually keep this around instead of having to remake a bed every single time. Yes, there are enemies. Not in the normal sense of like nighttime spawning mobs, but they do... There should be normal mobs. Like, I did some very, very early playtesting over the last couple of weeks, and I have not even gotten to the point where I've gotten medals yet. So, spelunking is completely new to me. But there are semi-scripted events that will spawn, like, wolves around, and you'll get attacked by wolves. So, yes, there are mobs that can attack you, but not like skeletons and zombies and creepers out roaming around the daytime. The nice thing about this spawn, though, too, the reason why I kept this world for the stream, I'll take a quick walk around while it's daytime. Do have some crabs. Rules apply, so normal Minecraft rules apply, so I assume so nothing spawns in a radius around you. That too. But, like, I haven't gotten mobs to spawn even when I was traveling at night. So this game feels very much focused on, like, yes, it's hard in the beginning because there's not a lot to, like, be able to gather, but they kind of balance that out by making it so that you're not threatened every single night. That, at least for the early game, the focus is on immersing yourself in survival. Sphalerite. I forget. Okay, well, I guess Sphalerite isn't really... Then why would you give this to me? Why would you have this spawn if I can't do anything with it? Okay. It does... Okay, that's useless to me. Well, we found our first cave. The caves are also going to be a lot different. But you'll notice there's not much else around here. So I kind of picked this spawn because this spawn is a nice little easy spawn. I'm hoping that I can find something besides just simply tin. So we may have to go boating for a bit or delving underground. But for the most part, I'm not in a burning desert or a freezing tundra trying to survive, or, you know, having to explore for an hour to find a base. Like, we're on a nice little island. It's nice and calm, peaceful. Is that copper? It is copper. Yes. Okay, so we have copper and tin right off the bat. We're going to be good once we can start mining. But yeah, we're basically just on a nice little island. And here's where we spawn, because there's that tree. We got our own little fresh water. We got our own little safe haven of lumber. With some different fruit trees. We got some limes. Do you have any limes for me? No. Okay.